Select a file.
Which character?
Let's see how well this works. I don't have the chat open yet. Alright, so we'll see how well this works. Does this go? Alright. First we gotta do the mic. So if the mic's gonna be this close to my face. Testing. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Let me turn down my headset volume just a bit. Let me see if the volume's fine as well. Alright, headset mixing and audio option. Alright. Hope that's fine because that's about the best I can do. Alright, so welcome everybody to welcome back to more Let's Play Live Sonic Adventure. In the last episode, or in the last stream, and I guess episodes. We did Amy Rose, and then I did Big the Cat back to back. 2 separate episodes, 1 big stream. But we only have 1 story left, being E-102 Gamma.
Preparation complete. How to play as E-102 Gamma.
So, his action button does lock on. Otherwise, he functions pretty much the same as any other character. Similar to Amy and Big, he does not actually spin jump. Part of this being because he is a machine and does not possess the abilities to do that. Where Amy's spin jump was more of a manual, like, activation thing. E-102 does not spin jump at all like Big did. However, unlike Big, unlike Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, where they're pretty much hit or miss with what you need to do for combat, Amy's being less about combat and more about just getting through the level. And Big being completely about, like, fishing and not really about combat. He is more focused on combat, but also focused on getting through the level. We'll see
complete.
in a second. So let's go ahead and start.
Excellent. All systems, full power. Look at me. I'm your brilliant creator, Dr. Robotnik. You're the second of my E-100 model machines. E-102, codename Gamma.
Gamma.
That's right. You will now obey only me.
So this is Gamma. Pretty weird design for a Sonic character. I actually really like his design. And they did an HD model of him in Sonic Forces mobile game. In the Sonic Forces mobile game, when they made him a playable character for that game. He has an updated model for that game. So he's a machine. This is the first time you play as an inorganic character in a Sonic game, as far as I know. Looking at his design, you can see he's a bit interesting. He's got backwards ankles. He's got flamingo ankles, but he's also got, like, wheels on the back of his legs. And he has a gun for a right hand. As well as a light and a handlebar. I think it's actually supposed to be exhaust pipes, but it looks to me more like a handlebar that connects to the main frame. He's a machine built by Dr. Eggman. And we get to start in Final Egg Zone.
The shooting range is through this door. Your big brother, E-101 Beta, is there practicing. Enter, Gamma. You're not as advanced as Beta is, but you'll do fine.
So stage 1, final egg.
Destroy
So
the
Gamma actually only has 3 minutes to complete a level.
Destroy the targets, and you'll get extra time.
Like Eggman said, destroy the targets and you'll get extra time. You mainly want to rack up combos of like 2 or 3, as you will get more time modifiers. With, I think, the max amount you can get being 10 seconds.
Mission complete.
All you need to do is destroy the Sonic dummy. And boom, you're done. Very fast-paced level. Destroy the Sonic doll. And by the way, according to that logic, that's the only time that is one of the few times that Tails doll has ever appeared outside Sonic R. Since, assuming that Sonic doll, based on what that text said. As for what we need to do next, I'm not actually super sure. You can't actually enter this part of Final Egg for some reason. I have no idea why, but you can still open the door. It's very interesting, because that's the only time that a character's ever, like, really hard blocked. Specifically barriered off.
Good job, Gamma. I didn't think you had what it takes. Okay then, Gamma. Here's your test. If you want to stay on board, you must be able to pass it. So pay attention to what I say. The almighty egg carrier is a flying fortress that needs a good crew. Come forth, Beta! I'd like you to meet your older brother, E-101. Just call him Beta. I am pitting the two of you against each other, and the winner serves on my ship. I put my bets on Beta, but I owe you at least a fair chance.
So, E-101 Beta. He's an interesting character. Easy fight.
Mission complete.
There we go. I had to, like, hit A. But, yeah. That's that. Not really much room for commentary there.
Ho ho ho! You surprised me, Gamma. I had a funny feeling there was more to you than meets the eye. I hereby grant Gamma permission to serve on board the egg carrier. What? So you want to come along with us, eh? Okay. We could always use a spare set of parts, I guess. You have special permission.
So, I mentioned this last time, but E-102 Gamma is the most well-written story, and yes, I'm talking over to this cutscene because we've seen it several times. Actually, I'm not sure if we've seen this specific cutscene, but we've seen... There's no audio to that cutscene of it in the background. I'll stay silent for this one.
Aha! Testing 1, 2, 3. You, the elite egg carrier crew, are here today to hear a very special announcement. Behold! It's a tailed frog! Very unique. This frog is absolutely vital to my plans. I command you to locate this frog immediately! You hear me? I don't care what it takes to get it. Just bring it to me! We haven't got time to waste, so come to attention!
Alright, so now we should be able to talk. Are you a customer? We're on strike. Cool. Oh, it's a robot. What, a frog? Come to think of it, I think I saw one back at the hotel. Like how he just kind of spawned in here. But, Gamma is a very interesting character, and we'll see as the story goes on. But Gamma really only appears in this Sonic game. The only other one he appears in with a major role being Sonic Battle, and it's not even the same Gamma, which will make sense more as we play through this story. I did mention that he is a playable character in the Sonic Forces mobile game, which is less of a canon thing and more of just like a game that exists. But, yeah. So, Gamma's whole goal is to hunt down the frog. He's a part of the E-100 series of robots. And you may think that you know this character if you've played Sonic Heroes, but you'd actually be mistaken. Gamma actually does not appear, but rather his, another E-100 robot appears as a main character, a part of Team Dark. In Sonic 06, and then he just and he's related to Gamma, and he's actually the last, I think the latest robot. We're actually going to be going to Emerald Coast next, interestingly enough. That's a thing you can do as well, though. It says don't mess with the fence, but there's 3 big targets there. We can destroy the fence. And go to Emerald Coast. So, like, gameplay is actually kind of dark, if you think about it. If he doesn't do Eggman's bidding, his time slowly runs out until he dies from not doing Eggman's bidding. It's kind of messed up. And, like, what's even more messed up is Eggman is giving you more time, even though Gamma's
Complete.
gameplay is a, his gameplay is a direct inspiration for Tails and Eggman's gameplay style in that game. Catch Froggy. Anyway, starting off very early, we're actually getting our tutorial sphere moment, and a bomb just flew inside of him, I guess.
Must determine location. Accessing data. No data found. Location unknown. This presents a problem.
Nay, you can't actually go in here.
Mode change.
These guys have literally no reaction. These echidnas have no reaction to you. So you can just go in here and mess around. There's nothing for you to find here. And I was kind of upset that there was nothing in these, like, areas for you to do, even. Like, you can't ever go inside the temple. Or anything. But, yeah. Gamma's story is actually my favorite story, my favorite sub-story in the game, from the playable character. But, this game has a very interesting story, and of me, like, consolidating my thoughts on the game. And, I'll be giving this game a proper review, and I'll go ahead and we should probably go. What I like about Gamma is the fact that, like, you notice his dialogue is robotic, but it is still somewhat organic, which really plays into the character well. Oh, God.
I'm sorry. I see you must not be one of them, huh? Did you notice the presence guarding these children? He's a very loving and gentle creature. These little creatures are too vulnerable without its protection. This protection allows them to continue singing in peace. Even I was surprised the first time I saw him. Now my father is trying to take their sacred home. It seems his heart is closed off to us all. My true hope is that someday we'll understand each other.
This frog's the one we want. No, here's the real one.
My frog is the right one.
Ah, dummies, 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 dummies! None of you got the right one. We must find the frog with Chaos's tail. That same frog has also swallowed a Chaos Emerald. Huh? Ah, there it is! Right there! I'm proud of you, Gamma. I knew you'd be of use to me. All you worthless hunks of junk, be gone! You will get a new assignment. This one's easy. Go to the room through that last door. Once there, you'll find a girl and a bird. Just get me that bird. Now, go!
Is this the one? Beta? This is the wrong room.
That must be pretty gruesome from like a robot's perspective. Like getting from a robot's perspective, like getting or going into the wrong room and seeing that must be pretty messed up. Because this is programmed to display whatever the high score is. So it'll display like Amy's score even though Amy has not been like let out yet.
Give me the bird.
No way!
Resistance is futile. Give me the bird.
I said no!
Why not?
None of your business why not! I want to know why you want it!
Data unavailable.
You don't even know? I bet you'd be mean to him, you bully! Why not help us out instead? Don't you know how bad I feel?
Does not compute. Why try to save that which is useless to you? Does not compute.
I feel sorry for you. Eggman failed to give you feelings. Wait a minute, Birdie!
Get going.
Huh? Why are you letting us go?
It is dangerous here. Hurry. We'll be arriving at the Mystic Ruins base soon.
So, you're not like those other robots, huh? You truly are a good person inside, aren't you? I guess we can be friends then. Take care, okay?
Just like with how like short Gamma's story is, because we're already pretty far into it. Like with how short these cutscenes are too, they're really impactful. I also like how I mentioned this, but not the fact that characters will have upgrades that they're not supposed to have yet.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Gamma, get ready for battle instructions. Get the jet booster from the ammunition room and get up to the deck. The ammunition room is unlocked.
Not only that, but it's strongly implied that after those other robots, Eggman made the other E series, the other E-100 robot. Wow. Or it implies that, like, they've at least been given, like, a different
Here's the
assignment.
jet booster. Press and hold the jump button and you'll float for a while.
But yeah, we get this, which I don't know how this works. It's not even attached to Gamma's body. But you know, it just it is what it is. It's implied that they're being actually reconstructed to be more useful, since I think they have different mechanics in each of their fights.
I see you've got the jet booster. Report to the rear of the ship. Hurry!
Sorry about that. That's the mic clip.
Combat system activated.
I'm just messing around. I'm like, holy shit. Oh, the monorail is not working. I don't actually know. Hmm.
How can I serve you, Dr. Robotnik?
Eradicate all of those menaces! Give them all you got!
Aye, aye, sir. I will comply.
I'm counting on you, Gamma!
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah, Sonic's really easy.
Stop, Mr. Robot!
Amy?
Hey, Mr. Robot. I know you're not an evil sort. Wait, remember me?
Amy! Oh, I really don't get this.
Sonic, look! The egg carrier's losing altitude.
We've got to split. Take Amy and go.
What will you do?
I'll nail that Eggman. He must be stopped at all costs.
Thanks again for saving me as usual, Sonic. And how are you, my metal friend? It's dangerous here. Why not leave, Eggman, and come with us?
Why do you help me?
I told you we'd be friends the next time we met. Even Birdie wants the best for you. You must ditch that awful Eggman.
Amy, come on!
We'll meet again, my robot friend.
Dr. Robotnik. Enemy. Master registration deleted. E-Series. Friends. Must save.
Yeah, so this is actually like past the point of many of characters' stories. Again, sorry about the mic clipping. Whenever this headset like coils up the wire too tight, it Like anytime it coils up too tight,
Searching
like
Mystic
thing
Ruins.
rotates slightly. It like coils up too tight and it like twists, causing the sound to clip. Anyway, we do have one other upgrade to get for Gamma, which you can only get once the egg carrier has sunk. Which in his story, it's not super clear because we don't actually see a cutscene of it shrinking in this one, or of it sinking. Which is weird because he's the last one off the egg carrier. So in order to get his upgrade, which is located on the egg carrier, we actually need to come back to the egg carrier. And it's located in a room, I believe, over here. No, this is the ammunition room. It's located in a room opposite to the ammunition room. So it's actually located right there. In the egg carrier reservoir. You can come down here and get the laser cannon.
Here's your laser blaster. Its blast
And the laser
damages
blaster.
enemies in a wide pattern.
So he pretty much just gets a cooler gun. And that is... I've officially shown you the location of every character upgrade in the game. There's actually no more available. And even though there is one final story, there's no upgrades there. And by one final story, it really all it does is, I'll explain it in the next video, but it really just adds one level in. So yeah, anyway, we need to go back to the Mystic Ruins now.
The train headed for Station Square will be departing soon.
Saved it. Also, Gamma climbing a ladder is hilarious.
If you have the Stone of Wind, gusts of strong winds are known to blow in the caves.
So we actually need to go to Windy Valley. I'm not sure if we still need to pick up the stone. I think we do.
Put down, pick up.
Two. So we need to destroy E-103. And I died.
Mission failed.
I think it's like a minute worth of time. Better. And you can see that an animal came out like any other bad name.
Rescue complete.
Delta. So next up, I believe we're actually going to Ice Camp. Or no, we're going to Red Mountain, I think. That's
If only that monkey guard wasn't there.
Yep, we're going to Red Mountain. You know, there is one game I really want to Let's Play on the channel, but I'm not sure if I'd ever finish it, which is Ocarina of Time, because I've never actually beaten The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I've really only ever beaten, like, 2 Zelda games. Being Link's Awakening DX. And, Link's Awakening DX and then, 4 Swords. The Master Emerald progress actually does stay, like, incomplete. Unlike Knuckles, who needed to use Killer Queen's first bomb to kill that, you can just kill it. Now we need to destroy E-104, which I think the name was Epsilon. But yeah, I do just love like running through a level and like blitzing all these characters. Or all these robots as Gamma. It's really fun. Oh, you actually can't go up here. You have to go a different way. Interesting. Ow. And there's just a hole down here you can go into. Such a good song for a level. Music from Sonic games always fucking slaps. It's like, there's like two universal rules of video games, and that's that music from Sonic games and Pokemon games always slaps. E-104 Epsilon. I actually mistook that as Sigma the first time. But yeah, you can see that they actually do have differences. Epsilon here is a rocket launcher. Interestingly enough. However, we can quickly take out Epsilon.
E-104
and
Epsilon.
just kind of
Rescue complete. E-103 Delta, E-104 Epsilon, rescue mission accomplished. E-105 Zeta, E-101 Beta, location unknown. Perhaps aboard the egg carrier.
And now we need to go back to the egg carrier. I've been trying to get upgrades as soon as as early as possible. Which I've been a bit punctual about and a bit not. But the reason why is I just try to get the most usefulness of the upgrades. There's some upgrades that just make the game easier, like for example the crystal ring. Believe it or not, I think you can actually obtain the crystal or get into the room where the crystal ring spawns prior to obtaining the light shoes. However, I don't think it actually shows up in there. Anyway, we should go into town, actually. Central Station by the Sea, Twinkle Park for all the fun seasons, a hotel with a pool near a casino. Talk about a fantastic vacation spot. I don't know, dude, these roads are, like, shaped like shit. And, like, who parks over an open sewer grate? Is Burger Shop even open? What about that girl? She walks in, hangs around, and mumbles. She never orders anything. She's pretty cute, though. Yeah, I also want to do, like, extra videos just kind of breaking down all the interactions that can happen in Station Square. Just because I don't know all of them, but I know there's the whole, like, burger plot. And then there's the strike. One thing I've actually heard about this game was that I heard that this game, apparently, a lot of the levels, the reason why they don't make sense, like Lost World, for example, not making much sense.
E-Series data. Beginning search. Accessing data. Hot shelter. E-Series location confirmed. Unlocking hot shelter sector now.
By the way, that's the only part of the game that music that was just playing appears. But, like, it makes sense because, like, Lost World does not make sense contextually. Like, with the whole thing. One theory was that this game was actually supposed to be about time travel, which is a plot point that ended up getting brought back in Sonic 06. And I mean, time travel has kind of importance on this, but it's more just like visions of the past. In like, rather than us just getting fully transported there in lore. Interestingly enough, this weird thing happens. Down here. And, you know, half past a monkey's ass and a quarters to his balls. And he gets a hot shelter. Destroy E-105 Epsilon, and you notice he's looking a little different. Epsilon got full-on reconstructed. And what's interesting about the E-Series robots is, like, you see those, like, weird teleport, those weird white teleporter robot things. There's a bathroom here with urinals. Why did Eggman build so many urinals? Like, he's the only person here. But, like, what's even funnier is, like, what's in here? These ones are just all toilets. So is this, like, the women's bathroom? In a weird vent shaft that looks like somebody should be able to go through it. Oh my god. Worried that we were... But yeah, you can see Hot Shelter's level design has actually been altered slightly after at this camera. Oh, we're actually almost out of time.
Activity ceased.
But yeah, these levels actually get pretty difficult with these time limits and everything.
Activity ceased.
What is interesting though is you can kind of scum these checkpoints. Forgot about this up until now, but while playing as Gamma, we'll always go a minute after respawn, which I think is just very interesting because it's kind of a system that just rewards you for getting farther in the level. And this is honestly like one of the few levels Anyway, we have E-105 Zeta. The most different so far of the E-100 series fights You kind of just need to destroy the things that he sends at you, and yeah, as to why he looks like that, there's literally no explanation other than he got reconstructed into being a part of the hot shelter.
E-105 Zeta. Rescue complete.
Cool. It's not like I wanted to see Gamma anyway. I also think that Gamma might have the most unique level C's since it changes text. Anyway, all that's left to do is find Beta, which is the final boss of this story, and we're doing it in under an hour and a half, so... because of that, I will go ahead and switch, take an intermission, and then switch over to the final
Units remaining.
Story.
Gamma. Beta.
Now... yeah, this story is starting to get sad. Anyway, here's E-101 Beta Mark II. He's significantly improved. You cannot just shoot at him. He's actually too smart. And this is one of my favorite boss fights. I love this song. And it only plays in this fight. I believe in the soundtrack this is listed just as E-101 Beta's theme.
Mission complete.
And that's that. That's the final boss of Gamma's arc. That cookie comes out. One of the Blue Clicky's family members. and Gamma was the red flicky. And that's his story. It just ends like that. And that's why I love this story. There's such an abrupt ending, but it's so impactful, and especially there at the end, when he was accounting for the E-Series robots and he looks at his hand and he says, Gamma, realizing he's gonna have to kill himself. And he didn't even kill himself in the end. He got destroyed by Beta. And in a way, they freed each other from their torment. Now, of course, they didn't actually die. The birds were set free. But, like, what's even more messed up is someone did a video talking about E-102 Gamma and how he appears in other games. Like, he appears in Sonic Adventure 2 as an enemy, and he appears in Sonic Battle as a character. There's a copy of him. And they talk about just, like, how Eggman didn't ever find out that Gamma was a traitor to him. And just that thought that Gamma and the rest of the E-Series robots must have died and or must have just gotten destroyed, rather, in the explosion of the egg carrier. And so he, like, continues to build these robots and even models E-123 Omega after Gamma. Overall, this is my favorite one of the 6 main stories in this game. Like, right up there with Sonic's story, just because, like, it's so impactful but short. Like, here I beat it in under an hour and 20 minutes, so... Yeah, and the reveal that, like, he was the red flicky the whole time, I really like. But, yeah. One of the credit names that shows up here is actually Lonnie Manella. And I actually know her because she's kind of famous, like, in the gaming communities I'm a part of. Mainly because she's famous for voicing Lucas in Super Smash Brothers, as well as just doing a lot of voice acting work. Riz. But yeah. That's that. All we have left is one story, and then I'll be going into the rest of the bonus content. I'm kind of glad that I stopped doing all the bonus content after the story, considering it would make kinda some of these longer. It would make, like, some of these, like, 4-hour streams. But with that, we get to see Gamma's end screen. And get her 75th emblem.
Select your character.
But yeah, and with that, we've actually unlocked this story, Super Sonic, with no tutorial. Or no instruction option. This is the secret 7th story. Or not even really secret, it's the 7th story that's unlocked once you've beaten all 6 other stories. I've been trying to keep it a secret, but I know it's like really difficult, especially when I have a save file on the screen that shows you that there's a 7th story. But, yeah, so this was actually the first Sonic game to ever, I think, turn the Chaos Emeralds into just straight up story elements, as there's no special stages in this one. Or any sort of special means of obtaining them, you just obtain them naturally throughout the story. And this sort of started something that a lot of people criticize about the Sonic series, which is just having the Chaos Emeralds be story elements rather than a reward. But, yeah, that's that. As you can guess, with this being Super Sonic, you do just play as Sonic. All it does is change it, so once you fulfill certain requirements, you go do other things. Weirdly, if you actually go to Sonic's levels in the Super Sonic story, it'll actually let you play them in trial mode. Which I think is just hilarious. Because it shows, like, how much is just, like, oh, minor code changes. But, just to make it fair...
How to play as Sonic.
There,
Select
now
your
you got to hear how
character.
to play as Sonic. Just so that way it's fair for everybody. Anyway, if you're viewing the stream, I'm gonna take a small intermission just to stand up and stretch. But right after that, I will be right back with the Super Sonic episode, so I'm just gonna really quick make the Twitter announcement. Anyway, one of the few things about this game that I like overall, or one of the few things I don't like about this game overall, is the fact that some of the stories just feel short. Like, Gamma's only took like an hour and 20 minutes to beat. And a lot of that was just me commentating. If I had just, like, played the game without stopping at all, I could have beaten it in, like, an hour. His story isn't long. Is that a bad thing? No, not really. Gamma's story is an example of a well-written story that is short but sweet, and one of the only examples of good writing in this game. I feel like the overall story of this game is well-written, but, like, a lot of the character dialogue isn't, depending on which story you're playing. Or some of it just hasn't aged well, like Sonic going, "You're gonna crash," and then the way he says, that doesn't age well. But, yeah, so if you're in chat, just go ahead and stay in chat. I'm gonna end the stream for like a couple minutes just to separate out the VODs on Twitch. And then I'm gonna change the title to match. To match the story. So, yeah, I'll be back in just a moment.